Okay, this is part 2 of reading from Blake Lively's deposition. This is going to be the shorter part. Go back to watch the first video right down here. So we're moving on. The first thing on the page 17 is Attorney Hudson, objection. Blake says, no, that's not what I'm saying. Question from Brian Friedman. Okay, I didn't think so. I just wanted to be clear. All right, I want to get a timeline of things. The production started in early May of 2023, is that right, of the movie It Ends With Us? Blake, the filming itself started, I believe, in May of 2023. Friedman, okay, and was that in California? Blake, no, it was in New Jersey. Friedman, oh, I thought everything was in California. Okay, then there was the writer's strike that stopped it in June 2023, correct? Blake, correct. Friedman, and then production resumed maybe on January 5th of 2024, is that right? Blake, that sounds correct. Friedman, okay, was that also in New Jersey or was that in California? Blake, that was in New Jersey. We shot a couple of days in California at the end. Friedman, okay, was the movie shot anywhere other than New Jersey or California? Blake, I believe they did additional photography and wide shots and inserts, not inserts, but wider shots of scenery in other locations. Blake should know exactly where the movie was shot because she's the one that edited it. Friedman, do you know where those other locations were? Blake, I don't. Friedman, you weren't involved in them? They were just shot in other places. Blake, yes. Friedman, okay, great. Attorney Babick, Joel, I need 1055, which is Exhibit 1055. By Attorney Babick. Question. Last night we received a second amended complaint, and it's a big, thick, old thing. And what I've done is to redline the changes. So it's not how it was filed, it's just how it looks now. And I have a couple of questions about it. Not a whole lot, but if you'll turn to page 332, which you'll find on page 118, the second amended complaint, which this is, have you ever seen this before, by the way? Question, what is astroturfing? Blake, my understanding of astroturfing is when a conversation or sentiment is inorganic. And unlike a grassroots marketing campaign, it is fake in that it is a sentiment that there is where there is a particular person, group, or organization behind it. Fucking word salad for just what astroturfing is. Question. Okay, and you say in this complaint that the coordinated astroturfing campaign to discredit and bury Ms. Lively. What do you mean by bury you? The astroturfing campaign was meant to bury you? Attorney Hudson, objection. Question. Do you know what that means? What is meant by that? Attorney Hudson, objection. Blake, I do. Question. And what was meant by that? Blake, they were descriptives that were used by Justin Baldoni, Jennifer Abel, and Melissa Nathan. The term bury, he wants to feel like she can be buried. Attorney. Okay, and she cuts him off. And Melissa Nathan said, we can bury her. Okay. That's literally what the attorney says. Okay. Blake, so that's why that word was chosen. Attorney, this is going to seem like a facetious or silly question, but you didn't take that to mean they were going to physically bury you, just that they were going to reputationally bury you. Is that how you took it or not? Blake, when they said that, I felt reputationally. And then she continues and says, when Steve Sarowitz said that there would be 2 dead bodies by the time he was done with us, yeah, I considered that might be literal. And my husband just shook his head and was like, this fucking dumb bitch. She's so stupid. Allegedly. So the attorney quips back and says, you thought you might You might be in physical jeopardy? And Blake's answer, you, as a mother, you, as a mother, you feel like anything could be possible in those moments. It's terrifying. White woman tears like fucking nobody's business. The attorney, yeah, putting aside the physical jeopardy, was the reference to burying and 2 dead bodies inclusive of reputational injury or not? Attorney Hudson, objection. Blake, I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. Of course you don't, because you don't know the answer. When Mr. Friedman allegedly made these defamatory comments on behalf of Mr. Wallace, did he make them prior to the lawsuit? To that lawsuit, which has now been dismissed, being sent to New York? Attorney Hudson, objection. Attorney, how about that? Attorney Hudson, objection. She's objecting to him saying, how about that? Ezra's like the biggest little bitch I've ever seen in writing. Blake answers, my understanding is that Mr. Friedman's harmful statement started as soon as the first case started, which would be mine, so December 2024. Attorney, okay, the premiere of It Ends With Us, the film, was on August 6th of 2024. Is that right? Blake, I don't know the exact date, but that sounds correct. Attorney, okay. Attorney Babick, have you got 1051? I may have a document that might help. Blake, thanks. Attorney Babcock, you can attach that one. Exhibit 1051 marked for identification. 1051, if you go to the 4th page, next to the last page, it says Tuesday, August 6th, 7 p.m. It Ends With Us premiere. Location, AMC Lincoln Square, 1998 Broadway, New York, New York. Does that refresh your recollection as to when the premiere was? Blake, sorry, I wasn't there yet. This is 8981, Tuesday, August 6th. It Ends With Us premiere. Yes? This is so hard. Like, she says, sorry, I wasn't there yet. This is 8981, Tuesday, August 6th. It Ends With Us premiere. Yes. Attorney, okay. And the film's release was on August 9th. Is that right? Blake, in the United States, yes, it released in different times in different international territories, but for the sake of our conversations today, when I talked about the day the film was released, I was talking about August 9th. Attorney, okay. And you testified earlier that was when you first became aware of the negative argument, or the negative article about you, right? Attorney Hudson, objection. Blake, not an article, no. It felt, no, not one article. And that's it. That's all we have. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But like, Jesus Christ. I bet they were trying to hold back their laughter so hard. Like, I can't wait for more of this to be released, because she's definitely perjured herself.